Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna. Hello friends, today we will discuss about Sun's transit in Cancer, and with this transit, what all impact we'll see in our lives. First of all, what questions we want to answer in this podcast? Let's go over it. So, when is this transit going to happen? At what point of time you will start feeling the impact of this transit? What will be the majority of area at majority of the period where the maximum impact will be felt in the next 1 month? It's just for the 1 month. And which moon sign will reap the maximum benefit of this transit? Which ascendant or lagnas have the maximum positive decisions during this time? And what areas of your life will get energized during this time? And also, if the this transit sun is going to enter into Cancer and you have some planet in Cancer, then what is the how will it impact all the results that we are going to talk about? So without wasting much time, let's deep dive into it. First of all, let's look at the timelines. Sun is going to enter into Cancer on 15th of July 2025. It will leave Cancer on 15th of August 2025, and the premonition, that is the inkling of the change which is going to happen, you'll start seeing them from the 9th of July 2025. The maximum impact of whatever is going to happen will be there between 15th of July to 25th of July, those 10 days, and the 10 degrees, starting 10 degrees of sun in Cancer, they will decide the maximum impact of this transit. Okay, so first of all, as we do this analysis every month, and this is bit repetitive, so for the new viewers, for the new subscribers, we can again just reiterate the whole thing. So this is the inverted pyramid with which we analyze our life for next 1 month. First of all, the accrued karma. What karma we have brought from the last life, from the past life to this life. Okay. So in this 1 month, which part of it is going to be fructified? Which part will be subdued? Whether it will be a good karma which is going to be unlocked during this time, or whether it will be bad karma. So that part we'll analyze based on the Antardasha which is currently running, because that Antardasha is according to Vimshotri Dasha, that is running in your chart based on the point of time when you are born. So when you are born, that time is decided based on your past life karma. The Antardasha you are currently running is deciding how much karma you are currently facing. Whether it will give the 100% result, or whether it will give the diminished result or 0% result during this 1 month, that's what we'll see. Second is situation. So how the people around you, how the society around you is going to give you opportunities, is going to provide resources for you to achieve your goal. That situation, it will be seen from moon sign. Then third is the reaction. Even though the situation is good, you may react in a different way. Even though the situation is bad, you may react in a different way. So that reaction will also be seen, and that we can see from the ascendant. Finally, what is seen in the society? It may so happen that the situation is bad, you reacted in a positive way, but the fruits that you are seeing is completely different. It is completely different from some different area itself. So that we'll see from Arudha. Okay, along with all these results, I've also included, if we have some other planet in Cancer sign, some other planet in your Janma Kundali, now that when Sun enters that sign, it is actually moving over that planet. So how does it impact your life? So we'll analyze that part also. Based on this, let's look at, so now let us look at the result for the Antar Dasha Lord, That is, in your Vimshotri Dasha, you must be running some Mahadasha, you must be running some Antardasha in that Mahadasha. So if you are running a particular Antardasha, just look at the Antardasha, don't look at the Mahadasha. And based on that Antardasha which is running, we can see that this transit of Sun is going to impact in a positive way or in a bad way. Okay. The logic behind that is, if Sun moves from Gemini to Cancer, and how is the relation of that Antardasha Lord with respect to Gemini and with respect to Cancer? And based on that relationship, we can predict how much part of the fruits that Antardasha promises to deliver is actually going to be delivered during this time. Okay, so based on that, we have done this analysis, and we can basically grade all the Antardashas based on their relations with Cancer as well as Gemini. Okay, so far, Sun is there in Gemini, it is moving to Cancer. So the best result will be for Jupiter Antardasha people, because Jupiter's uh, enemy is Mercury, who is the Lord of Gemini. So the result for Jupiter so far in this month was 0, but when Sun moves to Cancer, the result will be 100%. Why 100? Because it is the exaltation sign of Jupiter. So if you are running Jupiter Antardasha, you will get 100% result of Jupiter. Whatever Jupiter promises, he'll give you 100%. So the best result will be for Jupiter Antardasha people. Then next comes Moon. Okay, so Moon, even though Moon is friendly towards Mercury, now it is moving to the Cancer is the own sign. So for own sign it is 50 points, and for the friend it is 25. So there is a net increase of 25. So the second best is Moon. Okay, and then the third is Sun. Sun was there in the neutral sign, now it is moving to the friend. So for the neutral we have 12 points, and for the friend we have 25 points. So there is a net increase of 13 points. Okay, so that is the third best. Then comes Mars. So for Mars, Mercury is anemical, so it was 0 point, and now in Cancer it is the debilitation sign of Mars. So from 0 to 0, it is actually net no difference. So Mars will be there at the 4th rank. Ketu, Ketu, it was again inimical to both Mercury and Moon, so it is going to be 0. Venus, Venus will see some degradation, because Venus was there in the friendly sign, so it was 25 points. Now Moon is the inimical one, so it gets 0 points. So from 25 to 0. So if you are running Venus Antardasha, it will result into you will feel that degradation. The whatever Venus was giving, it will no longer give. Okay. Saturn. Saturn was also like, it was in the friendly sign, but now it has moved to inimical sign, so 25 points of decrease. Mercury. So Mercury is was there in the own sign. Gemini was the own sign. Now it is moving to a enemy. So from 25 to 0, it is sorry, from 50 to 0, it is now minus 50. So it is the worst one. And finally for for Rahu it was the exaltation sign Gemini, and Cancer is going to be enemy, so it is resulted into minus 100. So Rahu's result, which was so much good, is going to be the worst. Okay, so if you are running Rahu Antardasha and all the Rahu's Karkatwas, Rahu's significations were flourishing in your life, what does Rahu represent? It gives you a power. It gives you income from gambling. It gives you income from foreign sources, foreign contracts. So all those things will basically come down during this time. Jupiter, if anybody is running Jupiter Antardasha, they will have very good time during this time. Okay, their Jupiterian things they will have spiritual thoughts, they will have high thoughts, high thinking will come, they will go to temple, they'll become spiritual. So all those things will happen. Okay, so this is how we grade all the Antardasha for the people. It represents how much karma you are going to unlock during the next 1 month. Okay, now next we will look at all the moon sign results. So moon sign represents how the society is going to provide you resources, how the situation around you is going to be. So based on the moon sign result, we have also graded all the results, because when this transit happens, we make use of the murti. Murtis can be Loha Murti, Swarna Murti, bronze and gold. So based on those murti and based on the position of sun from your moon sign, we find out which is the best and which is the worst. And with that, you can expect how the situation around you is going to be. So first is Leo. For Leo, it is going to be the worst transit. From Leo, Sun is going to be there in the 12th house, which will result into lot of sorrow, financial losses. 12th house is for losses. Okay, it will result into fever, because Sun is the Pitta planet. It increases the heat inside your body. You could be suffering with fever, and there could be quarrels with your friends. So nothing good for Leo people. Just remember, all these results are basically deciding what the environment is throwing on you, what the situation around you is going to be. It does not determine what decisions you will make. Or it may so happen that you are feverish, that friends are quarreling with you, but you are making good decisions. That we'll see from the ascendant. That will come later. For Cancer people, it is there in the moon sign itself, which is not a good thing. They will have lot of fatigue. They will be making tiresome journey, or aimlessly they will be moving and traveling here and there. They will have the irritated mind because of sun's influence. They will have financial losses and ill health. Scorpio. So for Scorpio people, it is a ninth house thing. Ninth house transit of Sun. It results into danger. It results into humiliation in the society. There could be separations from the family, from the friends. There could be depression during this time. The ninth house transit is bad. Pisces, for Pisces people, this is the fifth house transit. Fifth house is for what goes on in your mind. So again, just like the ninth house transit, this is also going to be a bad transit. It will result into unnecessary mental agitations, ill health or embarrassment or humiliation. Remember, all these things, even though it is mentioned from your perspective, this is what the society is going to impose on you. They will humiliate you, they will make you mentally challenged, they will make you depressed. Okay, but you can come out of that depression if your Lagna Lord is assisting you. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, this transit is going to be there in the eighth house. So eighth house is for fear. You may feel excessive fear during this time. There could be disease or excessive heat in your body, excessive bile production. You may be involved into some quarrels. There could be issues with the royal displeasure. Royal displeasure means some problem from the government, because we don't have any monarchy in our country. So it just means that there could be some issue with taxes or something. Capricorn people, it is the seventh house transit, so there could be some issue in the middle region of your body. So some stomach, or in the anus region, there could be some problem or disorders. You may be involved into some long duration travels, which will be very tiring for you. There could be humiliation in the society. Next comes Gemini. For Gemini, it is the second house transit. Second house transit will result into financial losses, unhappiness, being duped by others, and obstinacy. Now, next four transit will be for Aries. It is the fourth house transit, and this fourth house transit will result into ill health, troubles, and obstacles in sexual and marital happiness. Fourth house is for the happiness in the house. Okay, so in the married life, there could be some problems, some quarrels, and also there could be some ill health also, because fourth house is also for healing. So they having a Agni planet over there is not good for healing. Now next four will be the last four that we see. They are basically the best position. In short, just know that whenever sun transits from 3, 6, 10, 11 houses from the moon sign, those are the only places where it is actually good. That means in those places the environment around you is going to give you lot of things, lot of opportunities. They will assist you, but in other places they will cause some or the other problem. So now next four is are the best moon signs. So for Taurus people, sun is going to be there in the third house, which is very good for the promotion, for rise in status, for financial gains, for happiness, or recovery from ill health, destruction of enemies. So all round happiness is guaranteed. Then comes Libra. For Libra, it is the 10th house transit, which is for completion, success in completion of whatever undertakings you have, whatever you have decided, whatever projects have been given to you, you will complete them very effectively. 10th house is very good transit. For Aquarius, it is there in the 6th house of fighting, of overcoming enemies, of having diseases. So you will overcome the diseases, you will recover from the ill health. You will destroy your enemies and you will win over them. You'll destroy over your adversities. You'll be freed from the sorrows and mental anxieties. And finally, the best transit is the 11th house transit, which happens for Virgo people. So it's a new, you will get a new position, honor, financial gain, and freedom from diseases. So for Virgo, it is the best transit. For Leo, it is the worst transit. So based on this, just understand how the situation around you is going to be. For Virgo people, for Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus, you will have a positive environment around you. Things will be supportive. For all others, there would be one or the other issue. Next comes the special results, which is this is the new slide that I've included, because in Cancer you may have in your Janma Kundali some other planet sitting. So because of that, what special result you can expect? Okay, so if you have Mars in Cancer, already there in Cancer. Now this again will start from the worst to the best. So Mars, it's if it is in Cancer in your Jankundi, it's already there in the debilitation sign, which is not good. Okay, so if Sun comes over there, then what problems we can expect? So there could be overconfidence, and because of the overconfidence, it may cause some problems. You may result into some reckless behavior, like without thinking much you may plunge into something and then you are at a risk. You will have risk taking attitude, not giving much thought to whatever you are doing. Okay, you will feel too much energy. Why? Mars is already fiery, Sun is also fiery, but they both are in the watery sign. Okay, so too much risk you are taking, you will have too much energy. Internal conflict could be there. Okay, that internal conflict could be like within your family or within your own self. You could be thinking of two things at a time simultaneously, not able to decide what to do. Strong emotions, again it's a watery planet, it's a watery sign, and the fire is over there, so it may result into some strong emotions. Ill health due to too much fire. Okay, especially the rogue which is caused by pitta. Pitta is bile, that is too much acidity, too much fire element inside your body. That could be fever also, it could be hyper acidity also, or too much heat in the body. Possibility of fire hazards and injuries from weapon, again because of increase in the fire element triggering that. Next is Ketu. Again, Ketu doesn't like to be there in Cancer, and Sun, when transits over it, it basically results into sudden increase in the responsibility of the house. So suddenly you will feel some maintenance activity you have to do. Something has gone wrong, some maintenance has to be done in the house, so that will come unnecessarily. It is not so good time because you will have troubles from the government officials. Okay, there would be restlessness or confusion or lack of direction. Why lack of direction? The Sun is the one who gives you goal. If it is transiting over Ketu is headless. Headless means it doesn't know where it is supposed to go. When Sun is over there, it will, again, you will not understand what your goal should be, where you should go, what you should do. So there will be certain lack of direction during this time. Saturn. So when if Saturn is there in Cancer in your Janam Kundli, when Sun is transiting it, it will be again a difficult time because there would be delay in your undertakings. Okay, delay in whatever you are trying to achieve. You'll have to be patient during this time because Saturn wants you to be patient. You cannot be haphazarding or getting being impatient for certain results. Ill health. Saturn is the karaka of ill health. It will give you fatigue. It will increase the air element inside you. Sun is giving fire element. So fire and air, they are actually mutual friends to each other. So fire will increase, which will again increase the vata inside your body. So vata disorders can happen. Okay, there will be disillusionment. Okay, you'll be disillusioned during this time. There will be a lot of confusion or lack of optimism because Sun is triggering Saturn, and Saturn means pessimism or melancholy or depression. There could be trouble from government, fines or penalties is possible. It is something that you owe, and with this trigger, you will be made to repay that. So some penalties or some recovery from government side is possible. Rahu, it's a good time, even though Rahu is inimical to Sun. Rahu and Sun's agenda is more or less same. Okay. Rahu also wants power, Sun also wants power, but Sun wants power in the sattvic way, Rahu wants it in any way. Whatever you want to do, all sort of Machiavellian things, techniques it will deploy to get you power. Okay. So when Rahu is there in Cancer and Sun transits over it, it's a good time for you. During this time, you'll have peace, you'll have good fortune, you will gain from your speculations, you'll gain from foreigners, from foreign sources, you will have a pleasurable time because Rahu denotes what is your obsession, what is your desire, and Sun over there will basically make you pursue those desires, and it will be very pleasurable for you. You will grow in your social stature, and some there could be some discord with wife or some health troubles to your wife possible, but otherwise it's a good transit. If Venus is over there in Cancer and Sun transits over it, then it will be a good time for relationship and marriage. Okay, you will gain wealth and status. It will be there could be some possibility of conflict with women because Venus and Sun, they don't like each other, but still they will fulfill their own karakattvas. Okay, particularly when person seeks sexual pleasure. So if you do something which is not rightful, in that case you may expect some kind of trouble from the women during this time. Mercury, there will be gain through writings and literary activities. There could be new business opportunities for you during this time. There could be communication and correspondence with others, and there will be new initiatives and undertakings. Start. So if Sun is over there, like Sun is there in Cancer in your Jan Kundli also, and Sun is also coming back to it. So it's basically a solar return chart. Basically, it's a time when your new birth chart is started. So all the Tajakas, people who don't use Tithi Pravesh chart, they basically start your year when Sun is exactly over your Sun, your natal Sun. So if that happens, it's basically start of new solar year for you. It's a new beginning for you. You'll be filled with new energy, new enthusiasm, new hopes, new goals. So it's a good transit. And finally, it is the best transit for Jupiter because Jupiter, if it is there in Cancer, it is already exalted. When some Sun comes over there, it provides all the resources to Jupiter to go and enjoy and give all the sattvic activities, sattvic qualities to that Jupiter. So basically, it gives you success in all the undertakings. Your luck will be enhanced. You'll have the financial gains. You'll have the honor, recognition, good planning for the future. You'll have good new growth opportunities, there will be promotion at work, there will be new opportunities in your life. So Jupiter is the best, Mars is the worst. This is in addition to what we saw for moon sign. Now next we'll see how the result is going to be for each and every Lagna. So with Lagna, what we understand now, so far we have taken into account what is the karmic unlock. Then we saw how much is the environment, how the environment around you is going to be. Now we'll see what decisions you will make. Okay, even though the situation could be bad, you could be making good decisions, you could be fighting over it. Okay, and you may gain success despite the situation being bad. The quantum of the success may be less if the Antardasha things are not in accordance to you. Okay, so for Aries people, for Aries, this is going to be there in the fourth house. So it will result into financial difficulty, some mental anxiety, uh, wisdom, courage, and bravery. The person will be wise during this time. He'll be brave during this time, but there could be mental anxiety. For Taurus people, it is the third house transit, though there will be irascible anger. The person will be very angry. He'll be very angry all the time. He'll have the physical strength. He will have basically honor and reputation. He'll be attaining fame during this time because it's a good transit for the Taurus people. Only thing is that they may be very angry during this time. For Gemini, it is the second house transit. Second house is for the face. There could be some issue on the face. There could be gain of wealth. There could be royal wrath. That is some problem from the government, some notice, some penalty. All those things may creep up. There could be fear of theft during this time. For Cancer people, it is the moon sign over which the sun is transiting. It will result into restless mind, it will result into trouble from children. There will be lack of mercy in the person's heart. He'll be very fierce. He'll be fond of conflict and war. Okay, go to war, fight. He will not like people living in peace. He will make sure they are fighting. He'll be talking very less. He may have to leave his homeland. He may have to travel to overseas. There will be change of happiness, change of contentment. The person will be very there will be chance of happiness or contentment during this time. Okay, Leo. So Leo, it is a 12th house transit, which is bad. It will give the financial distress, it will give poverty, physical disability is possible, ill health, or he may have to leave his homeland, leave his house to live in some other's house or some other area during this time. For Virgo, it is going to be very good transit because it is the 11th house transit. So the person will be very wealthy. He will gain a lot of wealth. He'll be endowed with good servants. There will be people who will listen to him. He will be having servants. He'll be dear to king. He'll have fulfillment of desires and success in all the undertakings. Libra, it is a good placement. So Sun's transit over here will basically will give him power, status, and he'll be very adventurous. He'll like to go to war. He'll become very belligerent, like fond of war. His fame will also increase during this time. Scorpio, it is the ninth house transit. So ninth house is for father, so there could be some issue with the father. Okay, he may engage in some kind of righteous activities, some ceremonious activities like going to temple, performing some puja and all, or some ceremonies possible at the home. There will be rise of virtues. The person will be virtuous because sun, even though it's a fiery planet, it's a Krura planet, it's a Sattvic planet. So despite problems, it will make the person do righteous activities. He will enjoy a good time with kids and wife. Sagittarius, it's a 8th house transit, which will result into trouble from the eyesight. There could be damage to the eyes. There could be a problem in the childbirth during this time. The fame, the person may get famous, may become famous, but he will have ill health because 8th house is afflicted, so he may have bad health. Capricorn, 7th house transits, he becomes very playful. He's not committed to any relationship. He will not be quiet. He will be talking too much. Aquarius, 6th house transits, very good. He will overcome his enemy. He will gain leadership position. He will gain honor. He will have a lot of learning and will become famous. Pisces, 5th house transit. The person will be talking too much. He'll be speaking very fast. His memory will be very sharp. He may have financial difficulties, and there could be trouble from the children. So this is how all the Lagna results going to be. So based on the Lagna, you can say if it is a good transit, you will basically your decisions, your actions will reflect that. It will be very positive. And if the results are negative, it will become very negative. Even though the situation around you is very good, people will come to you with the contracts. But if your decisions are bad, you will not take those contracts. So that's what it is. Now next is we'll look at the Arudhas. So with the Arudhas, what you can see is what results the world will see, or what areas of your life will suddenly feel energized. Okay, now since Cancer is the watery sign and Sun is over there, so all the signs in the trine they become energized. So if any Arudha is there in the Pisces, in the Scorpio, or in the Cancer, all those Arudhas will be activated. And what those Arudhas mean, we'll see in the next slide. So, if it is AL means your own self. Suddenly, you will feel very energized. You will feel immense energy during this time. If your AL is in any of these watery signs, that is the Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. If A2 is there, A2 means family. Your family will be very energized. A2 is also for the visible wealth. Your bank balance will also increase during this time. A3 is for your creations. A3 is for your weapons. A3 is for how you speak. So all those things will become very energetic during this time. Remember, Sun is the one who gives the energy. Okay, so in the trine of it, if any Arudha is following, Arudha's signification of Arudha is moon. So whenever sun moon combination happens, that becomes a yoga, and sun basically uh, gives the energy to these Arudhas in your life. A4 is your house, your vehicle, your mother. So all these areas will become suddenly very energized. They'll become prominent during this transit. A5 is your awards, your recognition in the society. A6 your enemies and maternal uncles, they will become very prominent. A7 is your business partner, your spouse. A8 is risk taking activities. You suddenly start changing your routine. With A8 in the trine, you suddenly change your routine. Okay, people will around you will be stunned. Okay, suddenly what happened? Why you stopped doing this, or why you started doing this? Suddenly you will take the risk during this time. A9, A9 is for father, for religious ceremonies. So your father will become very energized, very prominent, or you will have some ceremonies in your surroundings. A10 is the workplace, so you become very workaholic during this time. A11 is for friends. A11 is for the sources of income. They will become very prominent. And UL is, that is A12 is for donations and meditations or losses also. So they become very prominent during this time. So remember, if these Arudhas are there in the watery signs, then only they become very prominent. Okay, so with this we can basically close this session. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Om Namo Narayana.